Okay, so I'm obviously in creative mode. I've built this little cube thing with the new leveling cubey boy. Now I'm doing some precision maneuvers using 0.1 deform speed and on the smallest aperture size possible. So if you move the torch about, you can see how it changes the lighting, and it allows you to see what angle each surface is at. So here I've got a straight surface and then a straight surface and a straight surface that then comes down here, but this little part here that is holding the zebra ball in place is not, this is a weird angled here, so I want to bring that out so it flattens it a little bit. So the dot on your cursor is the central point at which it will deform or reform. So you can see here that this point here is where these angled triangles all converge. So then the blue and white circle that you've got will move depending on what angle you hold it at. So if I hold it against this angle, it will be there. Against that angle, it will be there. And if I move it onto this flat surface, it will turn to this angle. So the idea is kind of that you get the point at where you want at the central point, and then you move it. So I want to go outwards at the angle I want, and you can see it starts to straighten these lines up here. So if I pull that out a little bit, and then sometimes you have to move to see whether you're getting it right. So I want to pull this out a little more. It's almost there. Pull it out. Oh, it's very, very slightly still angled. There we go. So now it's got a little, this bit is this. Ooh, I don't know actually. Maybe it's not. No, I think I went a little far. There we are. So now this part is kind of straight. So this part is matching this part, and this part goes into that corner a little bit better. And I flattened that area out so it's in parallel with the other part, which is good. It takes a lot of moving around sometimes to figure out where your angles are forming, and then have a little look where your triangles are meeting in the middle. So it's not always easy, but so if I wanted to make this part here, which is this part is not very well angled, and if I depress that in a little from at this angle, I can try and make it line up. That was a little too far. That's a little bit better. So this angle here you can see is coming out a little bit, so if I make that go in a little at that angle, this part here you can see these triangles are coming out. So if I go this way, I've flattened this surface out from that triangle area, and that's flattened it. So it takes a little bit of trial and error, a little bit of torch movement, a little bit of moving around to get things level in the way that you want them to be. So this is, see this angle, this is the straight line here, and this angle here is coming out. So I'm trying to, with every click, it straightens. Oh, it's gone a little far now. If I go outwards from this point, doesn't like it, it's kind of close. I'm straight, you see I'm straightening this line up here from this angle. Almost there. There we go. That's straightened up that line, and it's all at the same angle. Anyway, yeah, give it a go. See what you think.